Hi, everybody. We're live on Facebook here, and you're going to watch this on YouTube, not live, and on our website. Today is Giving Day. It's Mohawk Valley Gives Giving Day, and we are participating in that, as many of you know. And we thought today that we would show you something special because it's actually what's here every day. So this may be Giving Day online, but this is actually every day, and our needs here for the animals are like this every single day. So we wanted to just show you some of the animals that you're supporting and our beautiful farm to see, for you to see. If you haven't been here before, some of you may not realize the size and scope of what we have here. So we have altogether about 300 acres, 250 acres on the other side of the road here, which is the nature sanctuary, and 50 acres here, which is the animal sanctuary. So we have the large animal part and the small animal. We're going to try to walk through both if Becca and I can do this. So right now out here, most of our horses are outside right now enjoying this incredible weather today, and some of them have to be rotated around. So, but these three minis are here. Some of you have seen the videos that we've done with them, but this is Clarence. Clarence has come a long way. When he first came here, we couldn't hardly touch Clarence. So the fact that he's letting me stand here next to him and liking it is really amazing. Most of these animals have come from animal cruelty situations, so they've seen the darkest side of humans, but they are about the brightest side of humans, and they also bring out the greatest part of humans. So your support goes to help these animals heal, and it's incredible what you actually do for them. So we cannot thank you enough, and we wanted to show you some of what you're supporting. So these three minis here, there's a mini donkey and two mini horses. They also, all three of them came from the same cruelty case and are doing way better now. Can you see the goats over here too? We have some goats in here. There are two of them. Snowball and Clark. Yep, we hear you. The horses all want to be a part of everything. We have lots of pasture space for them to go out. Everything here on Spring Farm is on a hill, as you can see. But they get lots of special care. Clarence is really surprising me here because this is just wonderful to see him do this and want to participate with humans, because he didn't get much socialization where he was before, and he was treated very poorly. And just to see him be interested in affection and everything is just really great. Right? Yeah. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I know. What a good guy. Clarence says, thank you, everybody. He's going to follow us now. So we have donkeys and mini horses and mini donkeys and horses of all sorts of breeds here. There are about 32 equines altogether in total. And then we have 5 goats and 7 pigs. We have some ducks and some chickens, and that's what we have in the large animal side of things. And we'll go in. Let's go in the barn. In our sanctuary, we have a total of about 225 animals. So we'll get to the small animal side in a few minutes here. Everyone, we're back. We apologize. We apparently had some technical issues where it went dead on us and we didn't realize we lost the signal or whatever. So we're back. Hopefully you're being able to hear us. Now we came up with another group of mini donkeys. All of these guys were also from a cruelty case. Actually, there's 7 of them. There are 3 of them on the other side of the shed. So 4 on one side, 3 on the other. And again, your donations, your support, and it's not just your money donations and support either. It's also from your heart. When you send such support from your heart to these animals, they get it, and they need it because they've been through a lot. But these guys are doing really well. This is Cora. And we have Carly and Libby and Chico. So they're all waiting for their dinner, which they're impatient about. That's going to be a little while from now. Anyway, so your support goes to taking care of all of these wonderful, wonderful beings, and they're such gentle souls, and again have been through so much. So all of this is, as I said in the other one, even though this is Giving Day, this is like this every day, and their needs are like this every single day. I will just say, I have to say that this is my 40th year in doing this, and it seems like that's a very long time, and it is a very long time. But I do have to say the need that is facing animals right now is the worst I've seen it in 40 years. It's a big deal. So all the help that we can get to help them, the more we have resources we have, the more we can help. So thank you all for everything that you do with that. Do we want to walk down? Yeah. Okay. Now they're happy because they're getting some straw. In this case, they're getting straw. That's Chico. Chico likes to wear his dinner. Why is he doing that? He has always done this since the day he arrived here. He's kind of like an elephant. That's how elephants eat. Careful. No arguing. You're going to have to move, actually. I hate to tell you. Because we have to get out this way. Come on. Chico, come on. I know. All right. Mackenzie's in there. So I'll just shut this. All right. So this is you're looking down over our small animal facility. It's a large small animal facility. Nothing small about the facility. And in there, we're going to walk in there. We have, believe it or not, 140 cats in permanent residence here. And all of the animals, I should say this, all of the animals that are in our sanctuary are here because they are unadoptable. They either have physical problems, they have emotional issues, they have behavioral issues. There are things that prevent them from being adopted out again. Some of them, it's as simple as they have been through so much, and some of the animals have been adopted out and returned, and adopted out and returned because they just don't make it in people's houses. So that's why they stay here. They're permanent residents, and we do not do adoptions. And without adoptions, obviously, we don't have a lot of turnover. So the animals live out their whole lifespan here in all of the cases. So when your donations go to not just helping them out of a bad situation, but to continue over their lifespan through their senior years and taking care of them through all sorts of illnesses. We have a lot of hospice cases. We have a lot of aged, very old cats in here. And now we got adjustable light. All right. And this is our main hall. And so, hi, this is Chi-Chi, for those of you who remember Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi is our one dog that we have. Right? She's the token dog. Yeah, she says, no, get out of here. Chi-Chi has a lot of special needs. Every animal that's here has special needs for some reason. So why don't we head over this way? And we have animal rooms off to the sides of this big hall. And all the cats live in communal rooms. So they vary by, they can be 6 to 10 to a room. It just depends. The rooms are kind of standard size, but the cats are not. So sometimes you can only have 6 cats in a room. And sometimes when you've got really large personalities that won't get along, then we have to adjust to that. So everything is adjusted to their needs. This room, just in case you look in there, the animals do not live in cages here. I just have to say this. We have a bank of cages in there. This room has diabetic cats in it and special feeding cats. So at feeding time, we have to have a place to put them to eat separately. So we make sure that, because their food is measured, and we make sure everything is just right with them. That's why that's in there, but the cats do not stay in those cages. All of the rooms have porches that go out to the outside. And you know what? We'll go in one of the rooms and go through the room. Oh, this is probably not the best one. Well, we'll try it. He's sitting there right now, but we have an escape artist in here. That's him right there.
He's feeling chill right now.
Yeah. But he likes to zoom out the door on people. Oh, look at this. Somebody's peeking. We just had a major renovation done last year, to our rooms. We have new flooring, new walls. Actually, this whole part of the building was reconstructed, was taken totally down and reconstructed. So we like to give a lot of places for cats to be, little hideaways, places for them to climb and get up out of the way. Again, they live out their lives here, so this is their home, and we need to treat them that way. We had a music system put in, we had a sound system put in so that they can have music, and we do as much as we can to give them a home environment. A lot of the cats that are here pee outside the litter box. That's why they're here. So we have to accommodate that. Hi, we're live on Facebook, just so you know. How to make volunteers disappear. Which was not intentional. Anyway, we have these nice porches. In the winter time, the windows get closed. I mean, the storm window part gets closed, and they come out here in the winter. On sunny days, it stays nice and warm out here. It's all insulated now. That was another part of the renovations that we did, so that we can the cats can actually enjoy this area pretty much all year. So, oh, that's a special spider, actually. Everybody's been watching that spider. Yes. Hi. All right. Well, I'm going to have you go first so that a little escapee doesn't, although he's still chilling over there.
Hello, Lucy.
That's Lucy, special Lucy. She's not in her tub hiding this time. All right. And again, all of these rooms have multiple cats in them. What is, you know what? Let's go in here. This is like a live tour. I'm trying to decide on where to go. This is a special room. Hi. There's all sorts of special cats in here. Yeah. We have a lot of older cats in here, and all of these cats have highly special needs in here. So they're in various places, and again, they still get to go out on porches. And this is kind of an odd room because it's in an L shape, because we put in a isolation room, which is for when new animals come in. They're totally isolated from the rest of the population. All right, but again, these are where your donations go. This is what this is about, and it's like this every day here. We have all of the special needs. We have a full-time staff, animal care staff of about 18 full-time animal caretakers. That's a higher ratio than a lot of animal sanctuaries. We have a higher staff to animal ratio. And that is largely because so many of our animals do have special needs, and we want to make sure that those needs are met. So we do utilize more paid staff for that. Volunteers also come. People also come hang out with the cats, and we have a reading program where kids can come and read books to the cats, and the cats love that, and the kids love it, and that's a great thing. And people just come to relax and chill out. We have had people come in here literally crying at the door, and they just need an emotional break, and we see that, and we just go, okay, and they go sit with the cats, and it's like therapy for them. It really has. We've had people show up here who have had relatives that had literally just died minutes before, and they just needed to be someplace, and they seek out the peace and comfort of Spring Farm. It's an amazing thing to be a part of. And all of you, even if you've never been here, all of you are a part of making this happen. The peace, the healing, all of it. And the cat fights.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Well, we have a little skirmish in there.
Tina just asked, can adults come and read to the cats?
Adults can absolutely come and read to the cats. And as a matter of fact, the way I knew about reading to animals probably about 30 years ago, we had a volunteer come who was a librarian, and she would pick, and I will be totally honest, I thought this was like really silly. She would pick books that she thought would be good for the various cat rooms, and she would sit and read. She'd come twice a week, and she would just sit and read to the cats. So we had a room that was all feral cats. and or really shy, I should say. And so a lot of times visitors would come in and say, "Why do you have an empty room?" And we didn't. It's just that the cats were all hiding under the sofas and stuff like that. And so she would sit in the middle of the floor reading, and there'd be no cats there. She had a little cushion she'd bring with her, and she'd sit down and she would read. And this is a true story. At the end of about 3 or 4 weeks of doing that, I walked by the room one day, looked in the window, and she was sitting there with a whole circle of cats around her, just listening to her telling stories. And within 2 months, all of those cats were coming up to her, sitting in her lap. These were unhandleable cats when she started. So I was an instant believer when I saw this. But yes, adults can come read to cats. We've had college students come study with the cats. That's been some of our cats are really smart, and they were doing calculus and physics and all sorts of things, preparing for SATs. They do a lot of different things. So, but yeah, people can come and do that, and it's it's just a wonderful thing. That's what we're about here, is bringing the human heart back in touch with the animals, because that's what the animals are all about, and including in nature too. In our nature sanctuary, it's the same thing. A lot of people don't know about our nature sanctuary, and we're starting to do more nature sanctuary workshops and stuff. It's on our website. So just know about that as well, that there are appointments for hiking trails. You can't just come and hike on your own. You need to have an appointment and a tour. But our nature sanctuary staff they're just incredibly brilliant, actually, and knowledgeable about plants and trees and birds. And it's quite an experience to get an appointment and take a walk with them through the nature sanctuary. But all of this is about getting people back in touch with their hearts and getting people back in touch with animals and nature. And that's what this is all about. So, yeah. So I'm glad, shall we end our tour now?
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you joined us. For those of you who are joining and asking questions and everything, obviously we will post this elsewhere. But Giving Day is today. We had a special surprise this morning. And that is that we had another $15,000 match. You guys actually met one $25,000 match and a $10,000 match already, which is phenomenal. We have a goal of $100,000. We're currently, last time I checked, at about $80,000. And we still had another about $10,000 to go on this $15,000 challenge. If we can get the other $10,000, we will make our goal in this campaign. That $100,000 is crucial to our keeping everything going. Our budget here is actually about $1.8 million to keep this running every year. It's a lot. And donations are a huge part of that. We need to bring in about $500,000 in donations every year. So everything that you give immediately goes to animals. It doesn't go to administrative or fundraising or anything else. It goes directly to the animal care. And we're very proud to be able to say that. So we look forward to your donations, but we also look forward to your visits. And again, we thank you all so very much for being here.